II intro. World War I led up to World War II. World War II grew out of issues left unsolved by World War I. The political and economics in Germany led to harsh terms imposed in the Versailles Treaty. Adolf Hitler rose to power and the Nazis ruled. Hitler gained power swiftly. World War II, leading up to the war. The two dates most often mentioned as the beginning of World War II are July 7th, 1937, when the Marco Polo Bridge incident led to the prolonged war between Japan and China, and September 1st, 1939, when Germany invaded Poland, which led Britain and France to declare war on Hitler's Nazi state in retaliation.
D-Day, when some 156,000 American, British, and Canadian forces landed on 5 beaches along a 50-mile stretch of the heavily fortified coast of France's Normandy region. The invasion was one of the largest amphibious military assaults in history and required extensive planning. Prior to D-Day, the Allies conducted a large-scale detention camping designed to mislead the Germans about the invasion target. Alright, it's time for the open letter. First of all, we're going to see what's in our secret compartment. Alright, here we have 2 sticks of gum. Okay, today we have a guest here with us. Would you like to state your name? The Candy Bomber.
The Candy Bomber.
He's here.
Yeah.
His name is Colonel Halverson, and he's very kind. And he went up to these kids, and he felt bad for them, so he gave them 2 sticks of gum, and they split up the gum. And then they gave the wrappers to some kids, and they split those pieces in half, and those pieces in half, and those pieces in half. And then he just felt bad for these kids. So then he started throwing out candy over parachutes, and he got the nickname of Wiggly Wings. And yeah, and we got some candy in here. He is especially known for Lightsabers Mints because Lightsabers Mints sponsored him in throwing candy to the kids. Yeah, that's it.
Just before 8 a.m. on December 7th, 1941, hundreds of Japanese fighter planes attacked the American naval base at Pearl Harbor near Honolulu, Hawaii. The barrage lasted just 2 hours, but it was devastating. The Japanese managed to destroy nearly 20 American naval vessels, including 8 enormous battleships, more than 300 airplanes. More than 2,000 American soldiers and sailors died in the attack, and another 1,000 were wounded. This was when America had finally joined the war. On this day in 1945, holed up in a bunker under his headquarters in Berlin, Adolf Hitler commits suicide by swallowing a cyanide capsule and shooting himself in the head. Soon after, Germany unconditionally surrendered to the Allied forces, ending Hitler's reign of terror.
The United States, with the consent of the United Kingdom, has laid down in the Quebec Agreement, dropped nuclear weapons on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945, during the final stage of World War II.
On August 6, the U.S. dropped a uranium gun-type atomic bomb named Little Boy on the city of Hiroshima. American President Harry S. Truman called for Japan's surrender 16 hours later, warning them to expect a rain of ruin from the air, the like of which has never been seen on this earth. 3 days later, on August 9th, the U.S. dropped a plutonium implosive type bomb named Fat Man on the city of Nagasaki. Within the first 2 to 4 months of the bombings, the acute effect of the atomic bombings killed 90 to 146,000 people in Hiroshima and 39,000 to 80,000 in Nagasaki. Roughly half of the deaths in each city occurred on the first day.